What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Let's Be Real podcast. It's Tyler and Juan. Oh, we got two people watching on Twitch right now.
Good. Welcome.
Craig is on. He's joining. What's up, everybody? Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Shout out to everybody on YouTube watching us on Instagram Live. We appreciate you guys. Today, we are talking about our top 10 favorite, not 80s, but we're talking about our top 10 favorite 70s movies.
70s.
70s. 7-0.
Yep.
7-0.
I got my list right here. Do you got your list prepared?
I had this list prepared the same day we said we're doing 70s.
Yeah. I remember you texting me.
I was excited about this one.
Were you?
I'm excited about this one.
I can.
Home for work with ankle pain. Oh, man. I hope your ankle pain goes away. Just like the rain that we wished away.
What?
Stormy days.
What? Oh.
So.
Okay.
So, guys, how you doing today? Doing good?
I'm doing good. This is a new adventure.
What is?
Filming during the daytime when the sun's out.
I know, right? It's weird.
Yeah, I know.
I kind of like it.
I have to readjust the lighting for the light coming through the window.
I kind of like it.
It's nice. Feels good.
It's a niece.
It's nice?
We can open the window if you
Stop
like.
saying, no, you're going to overexpose everything.
I'm going to overexpose everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like that naked light over there.
Yep. That's why it's on the pole.
I didn't say it.
You implied it.
It's just a light. It's got no shirt on. Hey, you want to pop the shirt off?
I'm not popping this shirt off.
Hey, Peter, you need to relax. So, what are we doing?
You have a dad joke?
What are we doing?
What do you mean?
What are we doing? No, just what are we doing?
We're going to talk about our favorite 70s movies. Also 3 honorable mentions.
Yes, not 3. I mean, not 4.
No, 3.
But 3.
I got Tress.
Tress or Triss?
Tres Leche.
Throwing cash.
Naked on the pole.
And throwing cash. So yeah, we're doing 70s movies.
Yeah. We're live. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. Look at that, through Streamlabs.
It's working.
We normally go live every week for people that just watch or listen afterwards.
Yeah.
If you subscribe, hit that bell, you'll get notified. Notified.
Notified.
You'll get notified when we go live, and you can watch and interact with us.
Instead of Dakota Kai, it's Notifikai.
There you go.
So yes, I have a question for you. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie, Juan?
Sophisticated.
Oh, he got one.
That's my second one.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. I'm on a streak.
Have you heard that one?
I have.
Oh, see. All right, so now I got to ask you another one.
Yeah, okay. Not a fish one, because I probably heard that too. A fish with no eyes?
How do you follow Will Smith in the snow? If you get this right, I swear.
Wait, what?
How do you follow Will Smith in the snow? If you get this right, I will never do another dad joke. But I want you to get it right.
You follow his fresh footprints? His fresh prints.
He got it right. What the? Have you heard that one?
No.
You got that one right.
Did I?
Yeah. It says you follow his fresh prints.
There you go. Follow his fresh prints.
All right. This is like a little game now. Hold on. You just turned this into a game.
The uke up there.
The uke. Oh, man.
The Duke was the original name of the Xbox controller. You remember that controller? The very first Xbox controller, the Duke?
Bulky.
Massive.
Yeah.
It was like 80 feet tall. Are you okay?
This is probably one of the dumbest dad jokes you'll ever hear, but to me, it's hilarious.
Okay, go ahead.
You got 3 right, or 2 right. It's crazy. What do you call a Dang it, I just gave you the answer.
What is it?
What do you call a factory that makes okay products?
Satisfactory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave you the answer. Oh my god. Have you heard about the chocolate record player?
The chocolate record player.
Yeah.
What is it?
It sounds pretty sweet.
Oh.
Thought you'd appreciate that one since you got,
I do. I have a
player at
vinyl
home.
collection.
Now we just got to get you the chocolate album.
Pretty sure there's one out there called the Chocolate Album.
Maybe one of these movies has it,
Maybe.
So,
Soundtrack? Star Trek.
oh, that movie was action and light lens flares.
Not the original.
Yes.
The J.J. Abrams one.
Yes, a lot of lens flares.
You know, his wife told him to stop using lens flares in his movies.
And he still did it.
Yeah. I think she told him after The Force Awakens.
Yep.
The Force Awakens.
Oh my god.
All right, so, you want to kick this off? Oh
Sure.
wait, no, you went first last week, so
Yes, I
should,
did.
I think we should.
Yes, I think you should go first.
Okay, you ready? Starting with our honorable mentions.
Oh!
Starting with our honorable mentions, I'm gonna go with Superman.
I'm banning Tyler from dad jokes. Those were not bad jokes.
No, they weren't. So, Superman.
Superman, the original.
Yeah, yep.
You made sure that all these movies are all from the 70s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Why? You're gonna Google it?
No, not. I just, like I said, you can put a certain movie on there. No.
Yeah. Superman.
All right. Trying to wake myself up. Don't question me. My first honorable mention. It's The Rescuers.
Oh, okay.
Little cartoon, little
Yeah.
cartoons.
Nice.
I loved that movie growing up.
The Rescuers. That's a good one.
I was hoping for Five Foot Goes West, but that was not made in the 70s
No, sir.
or the 80s.
No, sir.
It was made in the 90s.
You can put that on your 90s list. Foreshadowing. All right.
I can. Yes, I can. Foreshadowing.
The next honorable mention for me is Blazing Saddles.
Oh.
Yeah, a little
That's a funny movie.
comedy. Yeah, it really it's funny. It really pushes the envelope on a lot of political stuff.
Just wait till I get going.
Just wait till spring with the little car.
Are you going to come down and hang out with us or something?
WrestleMania.
Oh, my God. Is Austin Marshall making a return? I think you should come down.
Yeah. No, so Blazing Saddles. Good movie.
I love it.
It's really
Makes fun of every stereotype.
It really does.
It's Red Dead Redemption with comedy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
With a lot of stereotypes. Where the white women at? That's exactly.
Exactly.
That's where that famous quote came from. Where the white women at?
Yep.
Nobody knows. No. If that movie came out today, it'd be canceled.
I don't know if it would be canceled, but I think a lot of people would be very upset. You know?
I just think there'd be a big audience that'd be like, "This is horrible."
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, this is funny."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a certain group of people that they don't even talk about in that movie that would be really upset if they remade that movie today.
I don't think they can or they should remake that movie.
Well, you got to talk about all stereotypes. You can't just talk about one, You got to talk about all of them. That's what they did in that movie.
Yeah.
Except for a certain group of people.
Oh.
But,
What's your next honorable mention?
The Warriors.
Nice. So you had
The Warriors.
So you had the Outsiders, which was like the Warriors. Now you have the Warriors, which is like the Outsiders.
Yep. The Warriors is the 70s version of the Outsiders.
Yeah, I know.
And the Outsiders is the 80s version of the Warriors. Now I just got to find a 90s version of the Outsiders.
There you go. I'm pretty sure there's one.
They're called the Insiders. No.
Oh, the Replacements. All right.
The Replacements. All right, what's your
My last honorable mention is
You mean
what? No,
No.
no.
what? Craig, what?
Um,
No, I don't know.
my last honorable mention is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I knew you were gonna put that on there.
Why?
I saw that. I'm like, yep, he's going. It's going somewhere on his list.
Yeah.
You probably did that for a few movies of mine.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know about 70s, 80s. I knew your list, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The reason it's not on,
Blazing Saddles. You mean the?
the reason it's not on my list, and it's on the honorable mention is because, it's like it started off like this horror slasher craze, but you go back and watch it and it's kind of. It's a kind of repetitive. Like there's a lot of like screaming and like just in one sedentary spot. Yeah, it's a good movie, but like I think other slashers are better. It's on the list for
Yeah.
and it's loosely based off a true story loosely.
Mm-hmm.
Which gives it prop for that, but I don't know. Like in rewatching it, like a lot of the characters are annoying. Like I couldn't wait for so many. Like the dude.
You couldn't wait for certain people to die.
The dude in the wheelchair. I couldn't wait for him to die. He was annoying.
That's funny. The guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah. So what's your final? Oh no, you already did.
No, I didn't.
No, okay. What's your final honorable mention?
Robin Hood.
Robin
The cartoon version.
Oh
Yes,
man,
Robin Hood. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Steal from the
70s.
rich, give to the poor.
Good old 70s. That's not a Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
It's on Disney Plus. I was as a kid, I used to watch the movie.
They got
all the time.
the big bear that goes around with Robin Hood.
Yep.
He's in Magic Kingdom. He walks around Magic Kingdom.
That's true. You're absolutely right. So now we start our list.
Right.
What's your number 10?
So this is my second Gene Wilder movie on the list. First one
I don't want to read
to make it on the
You don't like
main
holding. You
list
don't like holding things, do you?
is Young Frankenstein.
Oh, okay. Young Frankenstein.
You seen that?
Prince John and the Snake were a couple.
Young Frankenstein. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Yeah, that movie is hilarious. It's a parody on the Frankenstein monster.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, what are you doing?
This was connected to that, so I was moving it.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah,
It's a good movie.
that's my number 10.
My number 10 is Star Wars: A New Hope.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little high.
You know how I feel about the first 3 that came out. They're not as good as the prequels. New Hope, I think, was the first one, right?
The very first one.
Yeah, I think that's the only one in the 70s, too.
Yeah, because the other two came out in the 80s.
I thought it was good, but I just didn't think it was. I don't know. I think 10 is okay. For it.
At least it made your list.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure. It's. I had to put it on there, but I don't know. I just think there was a lot. Like, not saying that movie was competing with a lot of movies, but like intentionally, but it was competing with a lot of other movies that were out in the 70s.
Yeah.
There was only there wasn't. I feel like the variety in movies back then was. It's like either this or this one. It's not wasn't like a huge okay. You have Star Wars. Marvel wasn't really popping off like it is today.
No.
It was Star Wars, and then you had
some DC with Superman.
you had some DC and Superman, but then you had a lot of fighting movies, had a lot of horror movies.
Yeah.
So it's like Star Wars was still it was just starting out.
Sci-fi was big, but it wasn't like that.
Wasn't like it is today.
It
Not
didn't,
even close.
a lot of the sci-fi movies in the 70s, they didn't really go to multiple planets and, set up all these different things. I mean, you can kind of say Star Trek kind of did, but I mean, that was.
I think Star Trek was almost better than Star Wars when it first came out. Like the Star Trek was like on a It was like ahead almost.
Yeah. What really saved the first Star Wars movie was the editing.
I knew A New Hope would be on the list. There's a reason Carrie Fisher did that British accent. The Brits were the only actors trying.
Well, I mean, in the
time,
70s,
yes.
the British actors, they were the best actors of their time. Everybody else was somewhat new.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's true.
All right, so my number 9 is my third and final Gene Wilder movie. It's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
That's a little high.
You think so? I mean, it's a musical. I mean, it's a classic, but I'm not really
Yeah.
into musicals like that.
No, that's true.
So.
I just think that's probably one of the greatest movies in the 70s.
Think so?
I mean, I
would say it's probably one of the best family movies in the 80s.
70s.
70s, I mean.
Yeah, that movie.
Thinking about that Twitch stream. No, but
No,
Willy
remember,
Wonka.
it got fixed on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Nightmare fuel. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, that's the best Wonka film. I haven't seen the new one.
Which one?
The one that came out this year.
It's called Wonka.
Yeah, it's called.
Isn't
Wonka.
that one like more creepy?
No, I have no idea. The one with Johnny Depp, that one's weird.
It's not creepy though.
A little bit. He's creepy. His dad is creepy. His dad is Count Dooku.
Mm-hmm.
But
yes, it is. Did you know he didn't read the script for the original movie or see the movie?
Who?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
he did that all his own.
Yeah, he didn't want to like draw from Gene Wilder,
which I think he did a great job at just displaying his own like, you know.
And the movie was written
person.
different for a different time, but I just think the original is.
I think he was weird. The original, I think, was a little creepier.
I don't know.
More insane.
Not creepy, but he's like. The little kid fell into the chocolate thing, was getting carried away by the Oompa Loompas, and he was like, "All right, off to the next part of the factory." You know, he didn't really.
To me,
care,
that's like a little creepy,
right?
Because it's like remember in the book, wasn't he like a?
I didn't read the book, so
wasn't he like? I'm pretty sure in the like in the book, like he killed all the kids.
He may have. I don't know, but I know Violet.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
I know Violet got what she deserved.
Yep, you're turning violet, Violet.
Yep. So what's your number 9?
My number 9? Jaws.
Wow. Okay.
1975. Told you. I put Jaws on there. What's your number 9?
But no, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking at my list.
We talked about this movie on our last episode, even though it was.
I actually no.
We did talk about it because it ended up being. What did he say?
The shark was so fake. Well, yeah. It's a robot.
It was. It looked even, but the thing is, it looked even more fake as each movie went on.
That's true.
The first one, it looked the most real.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It was animatronic, you know.
I feel like it's the one they used at Universal almost. It's like.
That ride had so many breakdowns because.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was.
When that ride didn't break down.
Oh, it was the best ride.
But it never did. I feel like every time I got on it broke down. It wasn't the same if it didn't break down.
So they changed it, right? So the very first time I went to Universal Studios when I first moved here to Florida, they you went into the little boathouse, but he didn't attack the boathouse. I think they were like, "Oh, we should just go in here and hide." And then they waited for a radio call, and then they left the boathouse. The second time before it closed, or not the second time, but like before it closed, they changed it to where he attacks the boathouse and he bites. There's like the door breaks and stuff, and you have to speed out of there. That was cool. That was better.
Yeah, I agree. And I remember apparently before they changed it, there was a part where he grabbed the boat and swam backwards.
That's cool.
But then they changed it.
There's a part where he like comes up towards the boat. So if you're sitting on the right side, like by the water,
he jumps at the boat.
He jumps at the boat, and the boat tilts.
Yeah,
like, it's really cool.
They took that part out too.
They did.
Yeah, because from the newer version, it went get on the boat, You go around Chief Brody's house, all the stuff, the
Yeah.
mayor's house. You go around and then you see the boat sinking, and then you don't see anybody. Then you see a fin.
Yep.
And then it comes at you. It'll jump out the boat, out the water once, and then it'll go under the boat, and then you escape that.
Yep.
Go into the boathouse.
And then he blows it up. The Skippy. He has that grenade launcher.
I remember the videos we used to watch on YouTube of the ones that would mess up.
Yep.
He's like, "Oh, what is this thing?" It like blew up. The water blew up before he even shot it. How not to do it? The guy's like, "Ah, yeah." No, that ride broke down every single time, but it was like, it kind of felt like it was a part of it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Oh, by the way, we should start doing stuff like when we find out new news about like movies and stuff coming out, we should discuss it too.
Yeah.
Just wanted to throw that out there. So after we're done with this, we can discuss that stuff.
Okay. So we're doing number 8 now?
Yes, we are.
My number 8 is The Sting.
I knew you were gonna put that one on there too.
How?
It's just these are movie. I know your movie taste.
It was a movie of the week.
Yes, it was
A while back.
Yeah, it's your taste in movies.
Robert Redford. That movie is good. That's kind of like, it's like a mystery, but they're also trying to take down this mob boss.
Yep.
It's a good movie. It's long, but it's good. So what's your next one?
My number 8 is Enter the Dragon.
Oh, wow. Good.
You said it like that's a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of my favorite 70s movies.
Really?
Yeah. It's Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I know. That movie's so good.
One of the only actors that doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk much.
And he's just
Boards, don't fight back. I think that's all he says in that movie.
I think so, yeah. Absolutely.
The dude like tries to impress him by like punching a board, and he's like, "Boards don't punch back."
You are absolutely right. They do not punch back, sir. Good day, sir. You lose.
All right. My next one is Star Wars.
Which one?
The first one. The only one that came out in the 70s.
A New Hope?
Yeah.
Good job.
You mean good job.
No, I was like, good job. Like, you put it on there.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you did.
All right. Yeah, Star Wars.
For you. I'm happy for you.
We already discussed this, so what's the next one? What's your next one?
Rocky 2.
Rocky 2?
Yep.
That came out in the 70s?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
If he dies, he dies.
That's 4.
I know. I just wanted to quote Rocky 4.
So Rocky 2, that's trying to think. He doesn't beat Apollo Creed until Rocky 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, because he loses to Apollo in the first one.
That's what made the first. That's what made the first two like perfect.
Yeah. So Apollo, like, R.I.P. Carl Weathers.
Yes. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers.
He gains the respect of Apollo, and then he gives him another chance at the title, and that's when he wins.
And then Apollo ends up training him.
And then, and 3 to fight Mr. T.
Mr. T. I pity the fool.
Man.
And then
Hulk Hogan.
And then in number 4, Apollo comes back.
Apollo dies.
And dies in the ring.
Yep.
If he dies, he dies.
Throw the towel. He doesn't know what to do.
Should have threw the towel. Should have threw the towel. Should have threw the towel.
So my turn, right?
Yes, it is. It's number 7.
Enter the Dragon.
Oh, look at you.
Is it number 7?
Yes, it's number 7.
10, 9, 8, 7. No, 6. Enter the Dragon.
Oh, 6. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Enter the Dragon. You know that bear claw that he had? I mean, I wanted one of those when I was a kid.
Why?
Because I was getting bullied. Maybe I can slice some people.
Okay, so you just okay. So you're just like, okay, let me just hurt these people, right?
Just slice it. No. But
let me just hurt these people. That's interesting. You just wanted to hurt people.
I don't want to hurt people.
I don't know. It sounds like you wanted to kill them.
Nope.
You sure?
Nope.
Hey, we can talk about this one. We can talk about this.
Talk about what? I don't want to hurt nobody. People.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
I just saw it look cool. It's a hand of a bear. All right, Enter the Dragon. What's your number 6?
My number 6, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Nice,
dude.
Nice.
That movie.
When they're riding the horse and they had the coconuts.
Where did you even get coconuts? It's not even tropical. That whole movie is. Oh my gosh.
That those
It's just a flesh wound.
those types of movies and like Monty Python, Airplane, the movies like that, where like
Even Robin Hood Men in Tights.
yes, and like where the comedy is like riff, where it's based off what people say. Like I love that stuff.
It's a lot of it's improv.
Yeah, and a lot of it would go over your head.
Yeah,
if
you're
you
like,
don't pay. Like, wait a minute.
do you remember that movie?
It's been forever since.
Do you remember the scene with the rabbit kills everybody?
Yeah.
they're in the cave. They're like, I forget what they're reading, but they read it word for word, and it says, like somebody died while writing it.
Yeah.
It's like, what does this even mean? And then they're like, then they look over the rocks and they're like, oh, look at the monster. It's just a rabbit. And the rabbit's like jumping from one guy, and it zooms in close, and it's just jumping from guy to guy, biting their necks.
That's funny.
You remember the part where he's like, you shall not pass.
No, I don't remember. I'm sorry.
When the troll is like, I have a riddle. I have three questions. One of them's like, the troll is like, what's your favorite color? He goes, blue. No, red. Ah! And he gets thrown into the air. He's like, blue. No, red. And the troll like killed him. It's you got to rewatch that movie. Do you remember the scene where the knight in black armor got his arm chopped off? He's like, it's just a flesh wound.
Just a flesh wound.
And then he cuts his legs off. He's like, I'll bite you. I'll bite you. It's just a scratch. I'll bite you. He's like trying to bite him. That movie's classic. But go right ahead. Go ahead.
What is this? Number 5?
I think so. Yes. We are
Rocky.
on number... Yes.
Rocky.
Rocky number 1?
Rocky number 1.
Rocky Maivia.
Rocky number 1.
Yes. Rocky number uno.
Is it, there's not a lot that happens in this movie, but, I mean, Sylvester Stallone did write that movie. And he talked more, but I'm thinking about Rambo, sorry. He did write Rocky, but I don't think he directed it. Nobody wanted the movie either, which is crazy.
Really?
Nobody wanted to, like, make this movie.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Well, for them to say that, it actually turned out to be a good movie.
They're still making movies. I think they're working on
I think they should
4.
eventually stop, but
yeah,
it's what do I know?
Say what you will about Rocky 6,
What do
Rocky
I know?
5, and Rocky 6.
I'm just a fan.
Yeah. So yeah, the first Rocky.
The first Rocky.
Yep.
That's a great movie.
It is. That's why it's number 5.
So,
You ready for your next? What's your number 5?
my number 5 is Blazing Saddles.
I'm surprised you didn't give me any crap for me like putting it on my honorable mentions and you put it on your number 5.
No.
Oh, okay.
To me, it's not like that movie that's like needs to be in top 5 territory.
Gotcha. It's just your top 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if it was like like Marvel related, like how Akeem's like, oh, Far From Home, track kind of thing, I'd be like, and we were both like, what are you talking about? What?
Yeah.
That movie was good. Like that, unless it's something like that, then no,
Gotcha.
you're fine. But yeah, we already talked about Blazing Saddles. So what's your next move? What's your number 4?
Carrie.
Oh, I see, bro. I knew you were gonna put that on there.
Really?
Yes,
Man.
it's just your type of movie.
John Travolta
Mm-hmm.
and that Chevelle. When she freaking... I think... Doesn't she smash the car?
Yes.
I think she smashed it. I'm thinking of another movie. But her mom in that movie, holy crap, did she scare me.
Really?
Yeah, her mom, because her mom anything like she'll say, like, oh, that's the devil speaking. That's, you know what I mean? She's like, no, mama, that's normal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like when she gets her period and her mom never told her about it, and her mom thinks that she's like, possessed by the devil, so she throws her in the closet.
Yes,
to
I remember.
say her prayers, like no. She goes, no, that's normal. Why didn't you tell me? And her mom's like, so her mom was like, I don't know, scare me. So
yes, yeah, that movie's
yeah,
I can see why she would scare you.
yeah,
Scare anybody.
right.
at that point.
Because it's like, but her power, like, also like at the end when her hand comes out, not her hand. I'm sorry, I'm getting all these movies mixed up. Something happens at the end of the movie. I don't remember where it was like, oh, she's not really dead. I forgot.
Where Carrie's not really dead.
Something like that. Like something happens at her gravesite where the house like collapsed. Like the rocks are still there. I don't know what happened. I don't remember. Maybe nothing happened. I'm just getting another movie mixed up because there was a remake.
There was a remake of Carrie. Yeah,
there was a Carrie 2, and then there was a remake with the remake was all right.
Yeah, well, obviously that. Yeah, I agree with you. It's not as good as the.
Not as good as the first one.
Not at all. Not
And
even
then
close.
Dumping the pig's blood on her at prom.
That was embarrassing. I would have freaked out too.
Yeah, man.
I would have really freaked out.
All right. What is your next one? Your number 4.
Grease.
Nice. Then John Travolta again.
Grease Lightning. Go Grease Lightning.
I think I had Grease on here, but then I took it off for Chocolate Factory. They got, in my opinion, that's a better musical.
Yeah. I mean, Grease is so legendary.
It is legendary.
Young prime Travolta, bro. Literally.
You should see his first one, Saturday Night Fever.
I was gonna put that on here, but I was like, it's not as good as Grease.
No, it's not.
It's not. I think the movie was as a whole was better. The music.
And plus, it's set in high school in the 50s.
More relatable.
Yeah. The leather jackets.
Mm-hmm. The greasers.
The nice car.
The T-Birds.
Yeah, the T-Birds.
Yeah, no, I think it was perfect.
Definitely inspired High School Musical.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. But what about you?
My number 3 is an action film.
Oh, okay.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, wow.
Remember
I almost put that on there.
that Firebird?
Yes.
Car, man. Everybody wanted one of those when that came out.
That was a nice car.
So that movie is like the premise of that movie. He's hauling beer. He's hauling beer across state lines, which is illegal at the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was funny. There's like the cop that's chasing him. Like the cop car gets getting beat up throughout the whole movie, and there's one point where he's like, I think his partner's like holding on to the door or the roof, like above his head or something like that. I started driving away.
What?
I just think it's funny. Like his partner in his car, the sheriff, is like trying to like hold the car together as they're chasing Smokey.
No, yeah. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Really?
So I'm just trying to like remember what you're saying. So forgive me if it seems like I'm like.
No, you're good. But that movie, like, yeah, I watched it recently, but
it's a good movie though.
Yeah.
I remember it being a really good movie.
It is.
So
it's like it kind of inspired Fast and Furious.
Oh yeah,
a little bit.
100%.
Yeah.
Just like outsiders, like warriors and outsiders, from outsiders to like
whatever
that
in the
Grease. Like I mean,
Grease to
you know, just
musicals.
Even though Grease was a musical, it had that. They had the leather jackets. They looked like they were in the Outsiders.
Yeah.
But so.
What is your number 3, my lord?
Hey, number 3, my lord. Godfather 2.
Oh, I knew Godfather. One of them was gonna be on there.
You know me when it comes to these mafia movies, man. I love them. They're like they're like always
young. Yeah, was it Al Pacino's in there, right?
Not in 2.
Carl. He's in which one? Which one is he in?
He's in number 1.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want, I can look up the cast.
I mean, I don't know.
Because actually, I'm curious.
To be honest, I've never seen any of the Godfather movies.
It's worth it's. You would have to commit some time.
Yeah, I know they're long and a little slow burn, but I'm pretty sure they're good.
Oh no, they're great. Yeah, you had Al Pacino in the first one. Marlon Brando, James Caan. Yeah, dude, that movie's amazing. I would definitely watch it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I think it's on HBO Max.
I just want to confirm that if Al Pacino's in the second one.
I have no idea.
He's in the second one.
Oh, okay.
He plays Michael Corleone.
So he's
Robert De Niro plays Vito.
okay.
So, the Corleone is like very popular and last name. So,
I know it's they're like Italian mafia type.
if you like the mafia games, you'll like this.
Okay.
It's and then you'll be like, oh, the mafia games clearly drew inspiration from like these movies.
From those movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you like it, then you'll, yeah. But what is your number 2?
Number 2, Halloween.
The
first one, John Carpenter.
Bro, you like pretty much like put together like another like horror film list.
Oh man, I love horror movies.
I know you do.
I was watching one the other day.
Which one?
It's a forced one. It's a one from Sweden on Netflix. It's called The Conference.
Really?
We'll talk about it later. So, but Halloween, like the reason why it's number 2 and not number 1 for me is because there's the next one after this is more horror suspense. This one's more horror thriller slasher. So like I love the first Halloween. Like I either start Halloween season with that movie or I end it with this movie. So it's like it's just that good. And the fact that number 2 like ties directly into number 1, like number 1, like Dr. Loomis looks over the balcony and Michael's gone, and then that's exactly where number 2 starts. So I like movies that are like that as well. But the first one, like the lore behind Michael, and you're trying to figure out, okay, he's been in this, like he just went crazy, stabbed his sister, and then he's been in this, whatchamacallit, insane asylum since then, and now he's probably about like 25, and he knows how to drive. Who taught him how to drive? In this one, he knows how to drive? Yeah. Who taught him how to drive?
Everybody's screwed if he knows how to drive.
He does. He knows how to drive. That's how he gets back to Haddonfield.
Done for.
They're
all done for if he knows how to drive.
He does. Who taught him?
He's gonna go buy a Ferrari and yeah.
And then also, you got Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's it right there. So that's my number 2, Halloween. John Carpenter, John Carpenter is probably like my favorite horror director.
Really, your director?
One of my favorites because he also did The Thing, which that movie's incredible. He also did some other ones. He did number 2, obviously. He's done some other stuff, but I can't remember right now.
Is there any other movies that you would put up there with Halloween, directed by this guy?
Let me look. The Thing. Halloween 2. Let me look him up. Well, he did Christine. Remember the car that's possessed?
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
A possessed car. It would run people over.
It's jealous car too.
It would just run people over.
He did They Live with Roddy Piper, where he puts the glasses on. He also did Escape from New York. He did Big Trouble in Little China. He was like a producer or like a consultant as well on the final 3 Halloween movies. So his story, his chapter of his Halloween stuff is closed because he did 1 and 2, and then he did the 3 new trilogies that came out this past couple years. So his story's done. Everything else after or before is not from him. He did Halloween 3 as well. It's in here. And H2O. All right. Yeah. But I think the first Halloween and maybe The Thing could be interchangeable on like a horror movie list, but as far from the 70s, just the first Halloween, because that's what he's got.
Interesting. No, that's like a really good. That's cool.
What's your number 2?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh,
The original.
nice. Did you ever want to open a Wonka chocolate bar and find the golden ticket? No. They were doing that promotion for the Johnny Depp one. Like
Yeah. They were like, "Oh, if you get a gold ticket, you get something."
No, yeah, you get it's a free ticket to watch the movie in the local movie theater or whatever. Mm-hmm. I never found one.
I'm not like, my thing is, it's like, not a big fan of chocolate bars.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I'll eat them, but like,
you won't go out of your way to buy it.
Like a chocolate bar,
like a chocolate bar, like a Hershey's bar.
Yeah.
But the cookies and cream though, that's
a different story. Untouchable. I will eat that.
That's a different
story.
But
like chocolate bars, I'm not like, oh my God. So it never really drew me into be like, oh, if it was Kit Kat, it'd be a little different story. That I would have bought so much to get a golden ticket.
Oh yeah.
But to me, Kit Kats are not chocolate bars.
No, they're chocolate sticks. They're like wafers.
They're chocolate wafer sticks.
They're chocolate crispy wafer sticks.
Mm-hmm. So, what is your number one, my friend?
My number one is Alien.
Wow, I'm surprised Jaws wasn't on this list.
Jaws is not on this list.
Surprise. Only for the 80s, right?
Yep, only for the 80s. Yeah, Alien. That's James Cameron. Mm-hmm. The first one.
Yes, it is.
That's a horror movie, not an action horror like the second one. This one, there's one alien in the ship, don't know where it is. You gotta try and find it. And what I like about this movie is he did not tell the actors. James Cameron did not tell the actors about the chest burst scene.
Okay.
That was gonna happen. It wasn't in.
So that was a surprise to everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't in their script. It only was in the script, and he told the person, like, obviously he told the cinematographer, and if he wasn't the director, he told the director, and he also told the person that it was gonna burst out of. But everybody else, where they look scared and they don't know what's going on in the movie, that's their natural reaction. And I love that because, like, all of a sudden he's complaining about chest stuff, you know what I mean? Like his chest, oh, my chest hurts, and then he's flipping around on the table, and here comes an alien just shooting out of his chest. Like, the only way to get their reaction for that is to have it be organic and natural, and I love that. And it just, like, ties you into the movie, because there's no music going on in that scene, too. It's just him screaming.
Which is usually not the case.
Right.
There's usually music involved.
Yeah. But I think the music takes tension away. No music will add tension because it make you feel like you're there with them when you're doing that.
That's true. It made it more personal.
Yeah. So my number one for 70s is Alien.
It's a good movie.
Great movie.
So my number one is The Godfather.
Ooh, back to back.
Yeah. Godfather 2, Willy Wonka, and then that one.
Yeah. So not back to back.
Yeah. Like I said, bro, I'm a big fan of mafia movies. Just something about them, man. Like, I don't know. It's like loyalty means everything in those movies.
Yeah.
And then it's like people getting their fingers chopped off and like the way they die in those movies. Just like literally like the loyalty.
Yeah.
In those movies is crazy. You watch it, you see, I don't know, it's just young Al Pacino, De Niro when he's a little younger. Mm-hmm. Like classic movies. Like you've seen Scarface, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta watch these.
Okay.
And then you're gonna watch Al Pacino, and you're gonna be like, he's not Cuban in this one.
He's not Cuban in real life either. So.
I know, but he's not playing a Cuban drug lord.
Yeah.
This one's a different role, and he does a good job. So
okay.
I would recommend watching it.
Yeah. I'll watch it.
So yeah, those are our top 10 lists. But
top 10 70s.
Yep. So, have you heard anything about the Fantastic Four cast?
I think wasn't it Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. I saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, that's all I've heard.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. Joseph Quinn is in the Fantastic Four.
I have to see his face. Joseph Quinn.
Joseph Quinn.
Right.
What role did he play?
I don't know. I have to see his
You
face.
recently saw this guy.
I have to see his face.
Eddie.
Show me his face. Eddie.
Yeah.
Show me Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie.
Show me his face.
Eddie. He played the greatest guitar solo.
Oh, I
He
didn't
did
know
it for Chrissy.
Okay, I didn't know
This one's for Christy.
I didn't know his real name.
Joseph Quinn. Yeah. He's in that movie. Oh, he's in A Quiet Place Day 1 and Gladiator 2.
Oh, Quiet Place Day 1. That's the new one.
Mm-hmm.
I like Quiet Place Part 2. That was good.
I didn't watch that one.
Really?
I didn't watch the original either. Like, so that's, and then you're not gonna see Thing's face, but obviously.
Who's
I'm not sure. Let me see. It is.
what's her name?
I'm trying to find it right now.
No, the character's name. I forget her name.
You got Mr. Fantastic, and I think that's his wife.
Yeah, but she has a name.
Yeah.
She turns invisible. Sue Storm's coming, but that's X-Men.
Mm-hmm. That is X-Men. Yep.
That's Halle Berry.
Yes, it is. I wish they would just put the people's names under that.
Why don't you just Google it?
I don't know. Twitter has so many things.
You just Google it. Because they tweet probably multiple times a day. But I like Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us. He did an amazing job as Joel. I can't wait for season 2.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's really good. Really good.
Apparently, Fantastic Four and Superman Legacy were released in the same month, in July of 2025.
Nice. Superman Legacy.
I know it's not MCU, but
Who do they got for Superman?
I'm about to find out.
Because they got to do like... They got to look at like a Peter Parker...
Is Pedro Pascal? Not Pedro Pascal. I think Oscar Isaac's in this movie. No.
They got to look at like Peter Parker, Bruce Wayne type. Can they play both? Can he play Superman and Clark Kent really well?
So it's Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards.
Right.
Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm.
Ooh, Vanessa Kirby.
Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. Ebon Moss Bacharach as Ben Grimm, which is the Thing.
Yeah.
So it's looking like, I like the cast. I'm liking the cast.
I'm liking the cast as well. Vanessa Kirby. She was in the Hobbs and Shaw movie and Mission Impossible 6 and 7.
Yes, she was.
She was also in Mr. Jones. She was also in Napoleon.
Is this when we're finally going to see Doctor Doom?
I mean, finally.
We haven't seen him in the MCU.
Not in the MCU, no, but he was in the first 2
Yeah, he was.
Fantastic
But
movies.
you know, they're gonna do so much. They're gonna make it so much better. Like they're gonna make it way better.
I would like to see Doctor Doom as like a villain, as not like the next Thanos, but like a guy in between. That
I mean,
spans
he's
couple
got
movies.
like who else would you put above him? Like he would be a great like. He's a step up from a lot of villains.
Yeah,
I'd say he could be right under Thanos.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
But
he
would
won't
he
be
the
like
next great villain.
that,
Remember
that's
the
what I'm
Silver
saying. Like I
Surfer-
don't think he.
It's gonna lead up to Galactus because the Silver Surfer
Galactus.
always comes before Galactus.
Correct.
He always comes and warns and we had that in one of the movies already.
Yeah, Fantastic
For the
Second,
Silver
Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah. Which all it was saying is, hey, he didn't really do much in the movie.
He was preparing the Earth.
Yeah.
But
For Galactus.
right.
Which we never got to saw Galactus.
Well, we saw a little bit. You know what I mean? Galactus was this big kind of thing coming towards the Earth.
We saw Galactus. We saw more of Galactus in Fortnite than we did in that movie.
I think we saw Galactus in one of the Avengers films. I think the very first one.
Where?
I don't know.
Really?
I think so. Or I don't know. Thanos goes and... No. Loki goes and talks to Thanos. And I think Galactus is around. Or no. Doctor Strange has Dormammu.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Something like that. I don't know.
Now you're making me think.
Oh, maybe he's in the Eternals?
No, he didn't show up in the Eternals.
No, but isn't he the guy like explaining why the Earth has to be restarted?
That's somebody else.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
So the first Galactus MCU appearance will be reportedly, it'll be in the 2025 Fantastic Four.
Cool.
So it'll probably be like a Thanos cameo,
Esque.
like at the end, where he like you see him. But that's a Celestial. Galactus is a Celestial.
Right.
So that's when the
Eternals 2.
No, I'm just saying like that. Is this gonna be the first time we see the Celestial halfway out of the Earth? In the movie?
Maybe.
Because a lot of people, remember, their complaints are like, oh, we never see that body, the Celestial that's halfway around the Earth.
Yeah.
Do you understand how big the Earth is? Not every movie is shot where that Celestial is sticking out.
Yeah, the Earth is massive.
And it's in the ocean.
You can see it from... So Eternals is shot in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I think you can see the shadow of it at the end. But what's his name? Jon Snow disappeared.
Yeah.
So...
But the Celestial's in the water. See, it's not even on land. You know what I mean? So it's like, to see it, you have to go out there and see it.
Yeah.
It's not like you can see it from the land. So a lot of people are like, what? We don't even see that? Is it like, well, it's because every single movie has a place, and it's Spider-Man. You're not going to see the Spider-Man. That's all the way in like New York. Like, why would you see it in a different superhero movie when it has nothing to do with Celestials?
Yeah. It's like, you go to Hawaii, you're not going to see you're not going to see the ice caps from Antarctica.
The only movies that have put Celestials in there are Eternals. Thor: Love and Thunder had Celestials in it.
Yeah.
And Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they fought a Celestial? They fought Ego.
Well, Dormammu was a Celestial.
I don't know if he's a Celestial.
He's just a floating head in space.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a Celestial.
He ruled time. He ruled time. Remember, what's his name was using the stone against him? The time stone.
Yeah, it says he's not a Celestial.
Oh.
He's a Faltine is an extra dimensional being made out of pure magic, born in the dark dimension.
Sounds like a Celestial to me.
But so it's like you're not. So it's like I don't understand why people are getting so upset. Oh, why are we not seeing the Celestial?
Maybe they're
out of
not
water?
talking about it because it was like on the news. You know what I mean? It was on the news in that movie.
But we already know how
they're not like mentioning.
That's probably going to happen in the Fantastic Four movie. They're going to mention it.
Definitely. Because they get their powers when they're up in space.
You remember when the snap happened in Endgame, right?
Mm-hmm. No, Infinity War.
Infinity War. It shows after the snap. You know, like how it's like, okay, what's it gonna look like after that? After the snap, then you start to see more people disappear.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and then you see
these freak out incidents always get explained in other movies.
Yeah, in other movies. So the next time you see the snap is Endgame, where Captain America, like they show all the different cities and Captain America's like. It's 5 years after. You
show Clint, and then he goes inside. His family disappears because that's just the snap.
Yeah. So and then 5 years later, like you see everything is like desolate.
Yeah. What happened when everybody came back? When they re-snapped everything, everybody came back.
Yep.
And chaos, news breaking, this and that, and then that's what birthed the Celestial and the Eternals.
Think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanos was coming so the Celestial doesn't burst through the
Oh
Earth.
yeah, that's
Remember,
right.
the Celestials are inside the Earth and they get born. They get bigger and they grow with the more energy and vibration.
Yeah,
So you cut half of that,
stops it.
stops it.
So he was coming to save.
Exactly. I think he was running from Galactus pretty much. That's what Thanos, because it's like Thanos is this great villain, but then it's like you got Galactus and these Celestials. I think that, remember, he's linked to the Eternals.
Yeah.
I think his brother's in the Eternals.
They so they talk about that, they're like, how come you didn't interfere, It's like, we don't interfere in Earth's affairs or whatever. Like, because they're talking about the events in New York. If they're superheroes, how come they didn't?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, that's a small thing. You know what I mean? Now, if you ask them, hey, how come you didn't interfere in the snap? Knowing Thanos got all of the things, like, why didn't they show up? Knowing that, he was going to snap all life away from that planet to keep it from being destroyed. Then that's a different story. Or like, oh well, they have to have to explain it without trying to change what happened in another movie, because like wouldn't he want the Earth snapped? Like that's how he gets his power. Like he wants the Earth like to be burned alive, be burned, and then restart, and then he goes on to another planet. He sends them somewhere else to do the same thing.
It's true. Yeah, that's what Thanos was doing, going from planet to planet. Kind of wiping out half the population.
He explains it to Gamora. He's like, before I did what I did, you're rummaging for scraps. There was people were living on the streets. There was homeless. There was people dying.
After I did what I did, people are
now it's flourished. Your planet was dying. Now it's flourished. Now it's back to life. Now it can just
half the population is gone.
Yeah, he proposed the same thing on his own planet.
To Titan,
and they call him a madman.
Yeah,
and then now look at Titan.
They got taken over.
Yeah, everybody it's
destroyed.
Not there anymore. He's the only one left.
And then that's when he came to Earth and did it. That's why it makes sense.
Yeah,
Thanos was right. He's tried to save Earth.
Yep.
So find out in the. I just wish we're in the beginning of 2024. There's not really a lot of Marvel coming out this year.
There's not a lot.
There's not a lot of movies coming out.
No, there's a lot of movies, but there's not a lot of Marvel related. Like there's Deadpool and Wolverine coming out. That's been announced for July.
And they're gonna be prepping. I'm excited about that. It's not MC. It's not like, but it's Marvel.
It's Marvel, and you get Wolverine again.
Watch, it's gonna be Hugh Jackman and Wade Wilson. Yep. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be Deadpool not being so serious, and you're gonna have Logan being like, "What are you doing?"
And I like that Logan's in the cartoon, like
yes, the yellow and blue.
The yellow and blue.
Yep.
The comic and cartoon.
Oh yeah.
Suit.
It's bringing back. It's very nostalgic. So I'm looking forward to that.
The director for Logan and the guy who wrote it was upset.
Why?
Because Logan was the last movie for
Hugh Jackman.
That's
what he said.
Hang up the claws.
And that's what Hugh Jackman said.
And he's dead. Like he dies at the end of that movie. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Logan, but he dies. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But now he's like, no, this is gonna be way too good.
I think they bring him back to life.
But this is just way too good.
Yeah. It's
even if they didn't, they could be like, this is a prequel. Boom. That's how you take that away.
Yeah.
He never died. Oh, this is a prequel. Sorry.
And I'm pretty sure they'll mention it because Deadpool always breaks the fourth wall.
Oh yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh, you thought he died in that movie? Well, psych, this happened 5 years before or whatever." Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
I'm excited that they're doing this because I hope, just like, where is it? Just like the Spider-Man and Deadpool comics.
Yeah.
I hope we get a Spider-Man and Deadpool movie.
Oh,
Could you imagine Tom Holland and Ryan Reynolds? Like Tom Holland being like the funny kid he is, and then Deadpool having to be like almost like a mentor,
Yeah,
and just like that.
that'd be funny.
But that a crossover has to happen.
Yeah, well,
Spider-Man.
remember.
X-Men and X-Men have to join the MCU. You know,
Yeah, I think that's
that's
why
next. It has to.
No, yeah, I think that's why
I think we're gonna get it in this movie. Like you're gonna get like some.
maybe not in that one.
Not in the movie, but you're gonna get that. Like I think they're gonna show signs of that.
Because Deadpool, he's an X-Men. So like you're not gonna get in that movie. You're not gonna get MCU stuff, but definitely in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fantastic Four, you know what I mean? You're going to get Fantastic Four pulled into this. Fantastic Four teams up with the X-Men a lot because they're both based in New York. Spider-Man, same thing. You know what I mean? They're all in New York. Doctor Strange.
The Avengers.
You have Orange.
I mean, Steve Rogers, even though he's not, he's there.
He's an old man. Do you think they'll do like
I hope they bring him
old
back
man
somehow.
cameos for
if
like,
anything, if Steve Rogers comes back, it would be in the place of Nick Fury.
he's a really old though.
Well, I'm just saying they got that serum.
Yeah.
Make him like 55 instead of 85.
Well, they would have to go back in time and grab him again.
Yeah, but think about it. Nick Fury retires. Who would you rather have in that place? Steve Rogers was the first Avenger. Remember that? Nick Fury sought after him. He went after him.
He's old. He's 80.
Oh, like you said, you go back in time.
The next person is Robin Scherbatsky.
I said, who would you rather have in that position?
Oh well, I mean,
like I would rather have Steve running Shield.
I guess
As Steve Rogers, not as Captain America.
Well, yeah.
Like you give him this, you have to go back in time. You give him like the you do what you have to do to make him not look like a weakling. You know what I'm saying? You have him running Shield, like he. Oh shoot! You bring him and Peggy back.
Peggy is Shield.
I know.
Peggy is.
That's
Shield.
what I'm saying. But you bring both of them back.
Oh.
And like.
Well, no, because
make them a little younger, and you have them side by side again.
So
why can't we do that?
I don't know.
You go back in time. They already as soon as they went back in time for the stones, they just opened up a can of worms where you can go back in time and do whatever you want now. Yeah. Go back in time. Nick Fury goes back. Hey, Cap. I want to retire. So I need you to run Shield. Okay? He's in his rocket chair. What do you mean run Shield? What is that?
I'm retired. No, I don't think I will.
He's like, I'm retired. He's like, no, you're not. And he picks him up and Peggy,
No,
and then
not.
they go back. Then they go back into present time, and they're younger, and they both running Shield. I don't know. I would just because you know that day's gonna come when Nick Fury.
Yeah, but I think by that time, if they write,
I don't think they're gonna kill Nick Fury off. They have to. He has to retire. That would be the best way for him to retire.
I think he would rather die in the line of action than retire.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
That's Nick Fury. That's how he is.
Well, if you kill off Nick Fury, you can't really use that character at all anymore. Ever.
Well, even if he retires, you can't use that character ever. Like, Steve
Nick Fury the
Captain's
second.
not going to be Nick Fury after...
Nick Fury the second.
No.
Nick Fury the third.
That gets confusing. Like,
no, I know. I would hope he would just be like, I'm retiring. Like Chief Gordon.
Chief Gordon.
Yeah, from Batman. Didn't he retire? Instead of getting killed, he just retires.
No, he becomes a commissioner.
Huh.
And he dies.
He didn't die as chief.
He dies as commissioner.
Chief Gordon. He didn't die as chief.
I think he becomes mayor. Mayor becomes Mayor Gordon after that.
I think when he dies as mayor.
I think he dies as an old man. As mayor.
So Nick Fury.
He's got to become.
He died as Mace Windu, and you're going to die
president.
as Nick Fury. Oh my god.
President Fury.
Interesting. But yeah. I keep hitting mine.
I hope we see more Skrulls later.
I think
with the show.
I think we'll see. You're gonna see more Skrulls like as a natural, regular thing now.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen the Marvels yet. It's on Disney Plus, but we'll see.
No, you're gonna just see Fury, like not Fury, but you're gonna see
Skrulls.
The Skrulls. I think instead of having their own place.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody knows about him yet either. Remember, that happened in a different part of the world.
Correct.
So it'll have to like unravel itself. I'm sure it'll hit breaking news. Maybe like in one of the next Marvel movies.
Well,
like an MCU movie. It might
kind of did. Well, so remember when one of the Skrulls looked like Fury and he killed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's dead. She can't do it.
Who?
Robin Scherbatsky's character.
Yeah, she can't take over S.H.I.E.L.D.
Dang, I forgot she died. Anyway,
I know 2 people who can though.
he killed her and
Yeah.
everybody's blaming the real Nick, but he knows that it wasn't him.
But that wasn't that country.
No, but it was worldwide. It was worldwide news.
Oh, that's right. It did break the news, but it didn't show the Skrulls. That's what I'm saying.
That's not, yeah.
The Skrulls are gonna have to like, because Nick Fury, remember, he wanted his whole time. He told Talos, "I want you guys to be able to live on Earth."
Yeah.
To help him. So I think he'll be the one to like, no, they're good.
Talos is dead.
Well, not Talos. I'm saying Fury will be the one to like introduce them. So, dang, it's gonna be a lot. I just gonna be so sad. We're not getting a lot of Marvel stuff this year.
No, a lot of it's coming maybe next year.
They still got to figure out this not what is it, Kang Dynasty thing. They got to figure out this stuff too.
Yeah,
they got to get a replacement. Somebody's out there.
They got somebody in mind. They're working on it. Just leave him alone.
I feel like it's gonna be Finn.
We'll just leave him alone.
I think it'll be Finn.
We'll just leave him alone.
No, think about it though. I think Finn will be they'll end up giving it to him. Cast him as that. Go from Star Wars to Marvel. Just like they're doing with Pedro Pascal and Oscar Isaac.
Okay.
So, all right.
Alrighty.
You don't want to entertain that one, so I'll just leave it alone.
Nope.
Stupid. So, yeah. Why don't you close us out there?
All right. So that's our episode. It's episode what? 52? 52? 52, 53? Around there. You'll see it in the edit.
52. That means a year.
Huh?
That means a year of episodes.
Episode 52?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, that's our top 10 70s list with a little bit of a Marvel flair thrown in there. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to, you can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Google Podcasts is going away. It's merging with YouTube Music. So YouTube Music will have its own podcasting. It already does, but as of right now, YouTube Podcast is still up. But once it goes away, you can find us on YouTube Music. We're also on Amazon Music. Yeah, and you can catch us on Twitter.
We're everywhere.
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch now. So follow us everywhere. Take us on the go. Download, like, subscribe, share. Put us on as background music. And we'll catch you next week. Thank you.
You're welcome.